Hello, welcome back. The topic today is about fat. Fat as a something good for our health, but mostly we all have been told or we've been obsessed with fat that being it's a very bad thing. No, fat is essential. Though fat is mainly for is a source of energy, but it also has other functions. So mostly the fat can be divided into good and bad. What is the saturated fat, trans fat? They're all bad fat, which produce LDL, low density lipid protein, which is a bad thing for the heart. And there is something called good fat. They're all unsaturated, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated. The polyunsaturated fat, the best example is omega-3 fatty acid. So that is which is good for cardiovascular system. So fat usually, if anything we eat in excess is converted into fat. Even if you take carbohydrate, it can be stored as fat. And protein in excess can be converted into fat. Usually it goes to the stomach from this, and most of the fat is absorbed in the small intestine and through the lymph system it goes to the liver. The liver decides whether to store it, convert it into energy, or transfer it to as a cholesterol. So people with the diabetes, the formation of cholesterol conversion is very high. Simple. So fat. Uh, what are the other functions of the fat? So that's the best example I always say. One is it's a storage energy. So whenever you're fasting and when there is no food available, we can use that fat as a source of energy. And the other best is fat soluble vitamins. Say A, D, E, K. These vitamins are all dependent on the fat. Apart from right from their absorption, storage, these vitamins need fat for their function also. And very importantly, the fat is essential for the repair work, any repair in the body, any inflammation. All these things are all, the body needs fat. And the lining of the cells, the fat is converted into cholesterol. This cholesterol is the one which forms the lining of every cell. We have trillions of cells. Each cell is lined by the cholesterol, which is derived from the fat. The same way, our hormones, all the hormones, whether it's sex hormones or even your thyroid, every hormone is made up of cholesterol, again, which is from the fat. So fat is very essential. Without fat, we cannot live, and that is why we always say we should have a balanced diet. Even in weight reduction, when you have a low carb, high fat diet, fat is always given priority. So where we can get the good fat? Very simple. All vegetable oils are all good fat, like olive oil, sesame oil, or any sunflower. Everything from the vegetable source are all good fat. And the trans fat or the bad fat are from the processed food or mostly from the animals, or recycle again and again, using the same oil. Then it becomes saturated. It becomes a bad fat. So vegetable, seafoods, mostly the fish oil, they're all good fat. The bad fat usually, the animal source or even, some processed food like your mayonnaise or cheese. All these things are all bad fat. So fat is essential. And if you're above 40 years, though fat is essential, and if you have a high risk for cardiovascular diseases, you got to be very careful in choosing the fat and you have to keep your cholesterol level. Thank you.